Tonight, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's a special Thanksgiving night presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. And the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
It is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. The beat goes on, doesn't it? A perfect 10-0 to start the campaign.
And it's a good locker room to be in, too. Guys don't show up on game day hoping to win. They expect to win. And so far, they've yet to have a letdown.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, and I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They pass the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
And here comes Ben Roethlisberger out onto the field ready to lead this Steeler offense.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. Still going, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Samuels, the ball carrier.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On the carry.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
The 38-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Samuels. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
The 6-yard line.
Again, it'll be counter. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. A number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Brings up 2nd and...
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Ingram. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all them calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the 1st down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. And the ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson's throw on target to Willie Snead. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the 40.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. The first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now Jackson on first down. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
7. Brings up 7.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Yeah, they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Miles Boykin.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. To throw again is Jackson. That's complete right around the 8. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Jackson will throw again. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Jackson.
They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind, you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger marches onto the field. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
That one caught by the rookie Chase Claypool. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking deep here for Ebron. Oh, that was dangerous.
Roethlisberger.
Thrown into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He's going to take another shot here. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Chase Claypool, the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
brings up third down.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Ben to throw again. He's going to try and go deep again. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Chase Claypool in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 10-7.
Ravens 7. Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Ingram again. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
At the 26. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Jackson now to throw on 3rd down. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Couple of 3rd-year guys, couple of Pro Bowlers. Jackson to Andrews for the Ravens first. On 1st down, Ingram. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up. Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Jackson's pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They begin on the ground here with Connor. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd
and 6.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Ebron. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On the carry.
Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it with counter. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
The 49
to throw here, Roethlisberger. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Roethlisberger here finding Johnson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. And that is incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
In a 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
6. At the 17-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Jackson from the shotgun. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews.
Jackson's pass.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The pick up there, 5 yards.
And you know he wants to make the most of every carry because he competes with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson, 4 carries and yardage. But Mark Ingram, over 1,000 yards last season. And then the Ravens went out and drafted J.K. Dobbins out of Ohio State in the 2nd round. So now the Ravens potentially have 2 guys to pair with Lamar Jackson in the run game. Wishbone formation, anyone?
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. 10, and he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest to this 4th quarter. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 27.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Roethlisberger with a pass complete to Claypool. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. This is Connor. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. First and 10 is Connor. Again, he finds an opening, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Steelers are going to take the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Trailing 17-10, under a minute 20 to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Flushed out right, and he goes out right around the 39.
The keeper. An 8-yard pickup.
Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Andrews. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. He's going to drop this underneath to Ingram. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. His throw caught at about the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.